How you doing today, Levi?
Pretty good. How are you doing, Isaiah?
I'm doing pretty good. You know what time it is though?
I think it's backyard bullshit time.
What
Is it?
is it? Well, it is. It
I think
is.
you're right. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know what? We should hop onto this, backyard bullshit then.
Hop on it.
Hop on it,
Hop on it.
hop on it. Y'all,
Yeah.
we just started, man, and you already gotta be running away, man. So let's get into our I guess weekly bullshit, I mean, what happened this week? Oh, you know what? A huge storm came through the Midwest and East Coast and was threatening a crap
Was there
ton,
a
bro.
huge storm?
A huge storm, bro.
Did you know Hebron had 13 and a half inches and Grand Island had 15?
Whoa. And snow and
Crazy.
rain and floods and tornadoes and lightning bolts and I don't know.
Did you know they're expected? We're supposed to get anywhere from an inch to 7 more inches tomorrow? Well,
Well, we were in the 3 to 5.
were we 3 to 5?
Yeah, they moved it north. They moved it
Oh,
south. Then they moved it north. Then they moved it back south.
well,
Now it's back north. I don't know what's gonna
oh,
happen. We're
somebody.
gonna find out.
I haven't seen an actual radar. I just know earlier today the guys at work said we're supposed to
We're
get
in the
another
three
inch
to
to.
five. We're in the 3 to 5. But we'll find out. That's the whole part of the mystery is we're gonna find out.
So yeah, so when this officially drops, we might have more snow.
Yeah. Snow day.
Who day? Oh wait, they're not even in the playoffs.
Oh.
Oh!
So let's talk about sports. Well, let's just for 1 second. Some coach died in the NBA at 46 because of a heart attack. Also, I think it's the Knicks coach or manager or something that's getting fined or sued for sexual harassment or sexual assault or sexual something. So yeah,
Speaking of sexual
NBA.
harassment and sexual assault and stuff like that, right?
Mm.
So earlier, so one, I was informed that Canada, there was 7 dudes who raped 2 infant kids in a bathroom in Canada, which is really sick and gross and disgusting.
Mm.
Secondly, I watched The Sound of Freedom, the movie about
Oh,
sex,
yeah. I've seen it. Yeah.
the movie about sex trafficking.
Yeah, the one where it's like that guy deserves to get bam, bam. At the end of the movie, you're just praising the guy for beating the crap out of him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I didn't really. So like, I love the whole storyline in the beginning, building up, and then it just seemed like they rushed through it at the end, kinda.
Mm. It was a quick in and out.
Yeah, they kind of.
Yeah,
Like I said, I love the storyline. I just didn't really like how they.
ended it.
Yeah, but it was a really good movie. It really
Mm.
brought to life a lot of shit that you don't normally think about.
And it was all made by Disney. But then Disney was like, "Oh, we're not gonna put that out because that's not our agenda."
Yeah.
So they held on to it and got bought out.
And then
So
Angel Films bought it and
yeah,
released it.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
And
yeah.
yeah, it's a little creepy film.
It was
Kind
a
of.
little sickening at times.
The very beginning was I gotta give a who was it that like the real guy's name, the agent in there. I can't think of his real name, but I gotta give them credit because of the way he kind of played the pedophile.
Mm-hmm.
The way that he like played him and was like, hey, yeah, I'm one of you, and give me a week, and then he kind of set them all up to get arrested.
Mm. Bam, busted,
The one,
bust out.
the other main character, the Mexican or the Hispanic guy, he's got a fucked up backstory.
Mm.
I mean, he goes and pays a prostitute, and then figures out the prostitute's 14 years old and not in her 20s.
Mm. Yeah.
Like, holy shit, man.
Yeah.
And then he realized that was his.
Oh,
That was
shit
his.
moment.
That was his turning point right there.
Yeah.
Was when he realized, like, hey, I need to get out of the cartel and actually do something for these people,
But yeah.
for these kids.
Yeah.
And you know, really, like, he had the best scheme too, because he befriended all the child molesters,
Mm-hmm.
and then he'd buy the kids, and then he'd send them to a safe house.
Mm.
So like, that's
how you do it. That's how you gotta win the game, bro.
I don't know if I could keep my composure in his shit. Like, to be honest, in his shoes, like, I would want to kill those motherfuckers. Like,
You just gotta have that poker face, you know.
I mean, you're don't get me wrong, he's saving those kids, but to be around those people, oh man, like that takes a lot of patience and courage to act the way that to stay calm and act like one of them, and then buy the kid and free him. Just, I don't know if I could do that.
You don't know. You don't
I don't
know.
know.
You don't know.
I think I'd kill him.
Fair enough.
I think I'd be in a presence for about 5 minutes, and I want to kill them, knowing what they do to kids. Yeah. So back to sports.
Back to sports.
Since we
got on off the trail because of the
kind of
NBA.
updated news.
Yeah. Let's get into
Jason
playoffs,
Kelce
bro.
is
retiring.
Probably retiring. He's hinted at it. He's hinted at it the last several years, and never actually did it. And
they just offer him more money.
Oh, did you know? Did you know he has a battle cry before the tush push?
Does he?
He snaps the ball and yells, "Fuck my life."
That's a great battle cry. That's top 10, top 100. That's exactly what I'd be yelling.
You know Jalen Hurts yells? "I love my life."
Yeah, because you got a 300-pound man right in front of you protecting you.
Oh.
And then you got your running backs behind you, making sure no one's hitting you.
So yeah, all you hear on the field is "Fuck my life, I love my life." But yeah, so there's that news. Playoffs. Buccaneers upset the Eagles,
which is surprising. I was not expecting that.
I was not expecting Baker Mayfield to ball out like he did. But
I was expecting Eagles to make it further. Dolphins lost to the Chiefs. So the Chiefs in the
divisional round go against the Bills. The first time we actually traveled to the Bills always had to travel to Arrowhead. And they're a 2.5-point favorite right now.
I am proud of who the Ravens had to play, the Texans. But
the Texans are like a sleeper team right now.
I am nervous about Stroud, okay? I do understand he likes the ball. He likes the ball.
I was not really expecting. I wasn't really expecting C.J. Stroud to do what he did, and I assumed with him being a rookie quarterback, and with Joe Flacco on the other side with the Browns being a veteran guy, I figured they had more experience.
Yeah, I really was hoping.
And if you think about it, it's their first year head coach in Houston, and then the other guy's been there a few years, and
I was really just hoping Joe Flacco was gonna make it because I'd like to watch Joe Flacco versus the the Ravens, But oh well.
Speaking of former guys, Matthew Stafford walked into Detroit and
Got his butt kicked.
didn't really pull it off.
Mm-hmm.
That was more of a close game than most of them were.
Eminem's offer still stands. So he's gonna call third quarter. It's official. He's gonna call third quarter. So yeah, let's see. So we got Chiefs versus Bills and Ravens versus Texans. That's it's down to 4, right?
Yeah, Ravens and Texans,
and then on the other side we got
in it 49ers and Bucks, and then it's
Lions versus the gosh, who is the other team?
it ain't Dallas.
It definitely ain't Dallas. Who is the other team?
Who beat Dallas?
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Packers.
Here we go, yep.
Packers, that's it. That's it.
There we go.
Gosh, dang. And that's it. That's it. We got it. We figured it out. We
and a lot of people put Jordan Love down. Said he wasn't going to be able to do anything.
Think again.
Jerry Jones is pissed.
Now they're thinking about hiring Bill Belichick.
Dallas is, yep. Dallas is.
They ain't gonna get nothing.
Mike McCarthy isn't officially out. There's a lot of rumors that he is out, but he isn't officially out yet. But yeah, I honestly believe Jerry Jones is the problem in Dallas.
Because he really is.
He wants to run the whole show, and the problem is if you want to coach in there, you gotta go off of the players that your coach wants, not who you want, and expect your coach to win with those players. I mean, you gotta work. It's a 3-phase thing. It starts with the owner, then it goes to GM in the office, in the front office, to the coaching staff. If you got those 3 phases down, you're
golden.
You're pretty much set.
I
mean, that's the reason Patriots had the good run they had. I mean, they had good ownership and everything. I mean, granted, they had Brady and everything, but he also had good coaches like Belichick in there, and Andy Reid always had success because he had good management above him.
Bless you, my son.
So yeah.
So yeah.
I almost wonder if you guys screwed yourselves.
Why?
Because if you look at the last time you guys were the second seed, right?
Yeah.
And you guys decided to sit out your final game, and you came in and you got dominated by Derrick Henry and the Titans.
But Lamar's now a veteran. Okay.
Oh, I know. But I'm just saying is
we're gonna see what happens. What happens Saturday happens Saturday.
Oh, I know.
I ain't gonna hold no grudge against it.
Could it be Bills and Bucks?
That's what I was wondering. Honestly, I was thinking. Well, I was honestly thinking, what if it's the Lions versus the Bills? Because the Bills has red on them.
Yeah.
It's not one of their main colors, but they have red on them.
Well, if the alternative color is blue and red, so it could be Bills because Bills' main color is blue. It could be Detroit and Kansas City.
And that's also another thing was red and blue, because Bills is red and blue, equals purple.
Yep.
That's where else I was going with that.
Well, and the other thing is we've already. I mean, I would love to see a Ravens and 49ers Super Bowl, but the way the 49ers got dominated by the by the Ravens the first time around, I don't know if that'd be a very interesting Super Bowl.
But it's a revenge Super Bowl. But they're still gonna lose.
Yeah, I don't know. I just like I said I kind of got thinking about that the other day. Is like the way they got dominated. Would would it really turn out to be a good Super Bowl, or are you gonna try to get some other? I hate to say it, I would love Detroit to actually win one. It's been like 100 years they've been in this league, or they've been playing football, and not once have they ever been to the Super Bowl.
Oh well. Life goes on.
Yeah, I was hoping it was gonna be. I guess I was wrong last week when I predicted Browns and
Yeah,
Lions.
you were completely wrong.
I figured get the two teams in there that haven't won a Super Bowl, and one of them is gonna come out on top. One of the oldest. The other team that could pull it off is Houston because they haven't won a Super Bowl. But Houston was formed in like '99, so I wanted like an older franchise. That's why I went with Browns. Oh well,
Oh well, life goes on.
I can only make predictions. I can't
Mhm.
always be right.
Nope.
But
That's why you're not paid the big bucks.
unfortunately. Oh well.
That's why you're not a sports analyst.
Oh,
Oh!
I know. Damn.
Um,
Yeah.
um, um,
What else happened in sports this week?
I don't know. What did happen in sports this week?
I don't know. I've kind of been sick all week, and I've kind of been working on building an anhydrous tank at work.
I mean,
So,
I've been,
and I've been constantly talking to people about my nonprofit.
I've been, super lazy because, it snowed. I was trapped at this guy's house Friday, bro. Last week, I was trapped at this guy's house because I couldn't make it home, bro. But that's all right. Thank you for the hospitality.
You're welcome. So you dropped this video, and then you're like, "Oh man, I gotta go hang out with him again."
Yeah, I dropped it, and it's like, dang, got stuck. Oh yeah, the one that died at 46 is Dejan Milojevic, from the Warriors. Um, Jimmy Johnson's in-laws killed in apparent murder suicide. Um,
Oh, Jim Harbaugh has interviewed for a few jobs. Oh, Bill Belichick has actually met with the Atlanta Falcons and actually has interviewed for the Atlanta Falcons job. Don't even have my phone up and going. I have random knowledge in my head. Sometimes it's useful. Most of it isn't.
yeah. Anyway, oh, that's not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted. Anyway. So Donald Trump, he won Iowa in a slaughterhouse. 98 counties out of 99 voted for Donald Trump. The one he lost, he only lost by one vote. So therefore, yeah, he won by wildfire.
And then DeSantis came in second.
Mm.
No surprise. Vivek or whatever his name is kind of slowly declining. I actually like that guy.
What, Vivek?
Yeah.
Oh, but he got richer while pumping millions into failed campaign. How did he do that?
I don't know. I just kind of like what he says.
I don't know. He does speak a lot of truth,
He does.
but then it's like,
And he also said that he pulled out of he kind of pulled out advertising because he was using his own money and lost a bunch of money trying to advertise and run.
So yeah.
Uh,
Anyway.
so you want to go into your weird, crazy? Oh wait, do you have any shout outs this week?
I do not have any shout outs this week. Other than for you for letting me stay at the house while I was trapped in town.
I know that good old Southern hospitality.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Um,
Any shout outs on your end, big boy?
I don't really have any shout outs, honestly. I can't think of any.
Well, so I don't know where I was going with this, but I texted you. We're gonna talk about
Finances.
finances, like poor people versus rich people.
Well,
Why the rich stays rich and why the poor stays poor.
I'm a fucking poor kid, so
Yeah, we both are. So
what are you talking about? You're fucking rich, bro.
Yeah. With what money, huh? With what money?
Dude, you had all those big bucks saved and you went to New York and now you got all the big bucks saved and you're gonna travel somewhere else and
Just because I do that doesn't mean I have money. Doesn't mean I have money.
oh,
Oh, now he has sports news. Because he found sports news. Sporty news. What is it, Levi, huh?
So the Dallas Cowboys, breaking news, this is like 15 minutes ago. The Dallas Cowboys are actually retaining head coach Mike McCarthy. Jerry Jones believes that the team is very close to achieving the ultimate goal. So,
Of losing in the playoff game.
well, we'll see if that works out.
Alright. Anyway, Levi. You remember what I sent you, buddy?
Always.
Remember what I sent you, buddy? No?
The rich versus poor, and you should do trusts and not a.
Not a will.
Yep.
Yeah, because it's less government. It's less government aided, I guess. You get to keep more. You have more control over it. You, the people. You the people. Also the fact that Hispanics are really smart. Also, it's not just Hispanics; it's also like Indians and stuff.
Yeah, but
You know, like Hispanics, they go to the hood, they buy a house, right? They have like 50 people in that house, right? And well, all the hoodies, you know, I wouldn't call them hoodies. All the hoodies be out there hurting and trying to
gangbang each other.
trying to fight control over
I wouldn't
different
really say
properties.
So, gangbang is a very elusive term, but
Mm.
I'm not using it as the sexual content here. I'm talking about like gang members and everything. So, if you hear me use that, that's
Yeah, but they like fight for territory, obviously, so they're fighting themselves, you know.
that's
But
my
these,
block.
but yeah, exactly. But
This is
then
my hood. What the fuck,
Hispanics, you know, they have 50 people, they're collecting all this money in there, and well, then guess what? They buy the next house, and well,
then it's like 25, 25, and
yeah, then it's 25,
then they buy
and
the
then
next house.
they
And
buy the
then
next house, and next thing you know, they're owning the whole block because y'all too busy, you know, fighting for property and everything that they're now taking over all of it.
So,
You know.
so speaking of that, Sad might have said this before, but I don't know. But I find it really funny. There is so there's always fighting and there's always like gang violence, right?
Mm.
And then they always claim the white man is the problem and slavery and so on and so forth, right?
Mm.
They did not realize that us white men were really slaves back in the day.
We're still slaves. What do you mean? We're still slaves, bro. The day slavery ended, there was a constitutional thing that went in, and it was called now wage slavery. The term, where we work
But
for what we have to buy, which is food and housing, but then we got to pay taxes on everything that we own. Which don't make sense because if we own it, then why the heck do we have to pay taxes on it? So we are in a wage slavery.
you,
Yeah, so you
I
gotta
mean,
break the matrix, bro.
I'm just saying, no matter how far back you go, there's always slavery. I mean, you
Hmm.
go all the way back to Egyptians and Jewish times.
Hmm.
The Egyptians owned the Jews, and then the Jews got pissed off, and
And then they're like slaves. You own them for like what, 7 years, 6 years,
something like that. And,
and then if they,
well, and why do you think we came here? Why do you think our ancestors came here? We were slaves in England,
mm,
and we wanted to come over here and start our own territory and do our own thing. And
yeah,
so, in all honesty, like you can use the slave card all you want, but history shows that history shows no matter what you do, there's always going to be slaves, and like you just got to figure out a way to overcome that. Plus, if you actually look at history, I'm not
mm,
trying to bash the Democratic Party by any means here because I mean I believe in some of the things they do,
mm.
but
Some of their motives are right, but
they
they go at it in the wrong way.
they've used slavery to get their votes a lot,
Mm,
and then
that's
they're
no
the
lie.
ones, and they make you promises, they make you offers, and then they never hold up to their promise.
But
So
let me tell you that it was the Republicans that set you free, and it was the Republicans who kept you free.
yeah, and even nowadays, I don't know really which party is the better party now, but
Guys,
if you
I
go,
don't care about politics anymore.
not really either. But I'm just saying is
We just need Jesus.
but I'm just saying is if you go back in history,
Mm,
the the Republicans were on the right side of things back in the day,
mm, mm.
and they still might be today, but they're going about it all wrong. Now it's almost like history's repeating itself.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Because I
For
mean,
sure, bro. For sure.
as I know, is basically the North was Republicans and the Democrats were South, and then now it almost seems like each party hates each other again.
There's gonna be chaos. There's gonna be chaos this year. Well, I sent you what all happened these last 2 weeks,
According to Andrew Tate.
according to, well, yeah. But I believe his news feed because he actually. I know that Alaska Airlines is true. I know a couple of the other things are true. What did I all send to you? Uh, the earthquake. Oh, the Epstein's documents released, which was kind of a cover up for something else.
I'm still waiting for that list to come out to
Um,
because I wonder.
oh, the synagogue under New York. That's also true.
I'm kind of curious of how that all works out.
So yeah. Anyway, let's see. So if we go back to Aji, if we go back to the money thingy, if we go to Indians now, you're like, oh man, why are Indians so rich?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you why. Because they do the same things as Hispanics do, bro. They live all together in the house, right? All their brothers, their family, whatever, all live in one house. All their wives live together. Their wives, they cook, they clean, they do all the wifely stuff. You know what they did in the 50s and stuff. Well, all the men go out and work, and they pool together their resources, which means since they live in one house, they just only they have a shared pool. All their money is shared. Okay? They have a shared investment. Okay? They have everything shared. If you want to drive the Bugatti, guess what? One of them bought it. Well, they all bought it. So they all get to drive it, right? That's right. That's right. So it's all shared. That's how they rich. Alright.
So,
Alright.
moving on.
Alright.
So,
So,
I've heard a lot of horror stories about their houses. Now, I'm not saying all of them do it, right? And I'm not saying this is true because personally I haven't seen it. But apparently they leave like cut out holes in places for because like if their toilet breaks or something, they cut out holes in the floor for.
that's the weird ones. That's the weird ones.
And they randomly just cut shit up because they don't want to fix nothing.
Are we talking about Indians or are we still talking about Hispanics? Like,
Indians.
alright. Because I can tell you some Hispanics do that too. So,
Do they?
yeah.
Oh well.
So if you really want to go there, it's just every culture has that. So
Fair enough.
why are you trying to single out the Indians? Are you racist?
Nope. I'm just saying. I've heard. Keyword heard. I haven't seen it, so I can't judge them.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, is I don't know if I would be very skeptical. Let's put it this way.
Skeptical.
So after hearing the stories, if I was to buy a former Indian house, right? Now, if I walk in there, they can completely prove me wrong, right? But I am going to be fucking nervous walking up to that front door because I have no clue what I'm going to walk into.
Well, you're not buying it. You're just looking at it.
I know.
Who cares, bro? You look at it, you're like, oh, that's gross, and then you walk out. You say, no, I'm not gonna have it.
Exactly.
And walk away.
But I'm just saying, I would hate to have them prove the story is correct. Let's just put it that way.
Life goes on, but they rich. That's how they get to stay in mansions and stuff. So yeah, so pool your money with your family. That's why you stay close with your fam, bro.
You know, technically, they tell you that you're supposed to each have a small community and farm together in that small community and like grow vegetables and grow fruits and all that stuff, and then you basically just trade.
Mm-hmm. That's exactly what
How do
you
you
should
think
do.
they made it back in the day, homeboy?
I know how they made it back in the day. That's how it was ran. But then economics came in and was like, oh, no, this is how you do business. We gotta have the poor class versus the poor. I mean, did I say poor? The poor class versus the rich class. While I sip on my chauffeur. That's stupid BS. Some idiot had to ruin it for all of us. And that's the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers and a bunch of other names, big names. Had to ruin it for us.
Just Go and screw it all up.
Exactly, that's what they did. Sickening.
Just screwed everything up.
Just sickening, that's what I say. It's just sickening.
Sickening.
Yeah, that's right. It is just sickening. So
how do you go about fixing this?
fixing what? Oh, the economic system?
Yeah.
Well,
You got solutions?
if you really want to know, don't follow what the government be doing, because the government has basically control over a lot of things, even the cattle farming culture. They tell you what you can and can't do, so do not follow the government's rules. Follow your own rules. You'll may be a far more successful than doing what you want to do and knowing the truth about things than following anybody else's or the system that has come before. You always got to be evolving, changing, and everything else.
Oh, so you want to talk about like them getting into the cattle business, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I was a CDL class today, right?
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that with me having a CDL, and if I use my own personal, keyword here, personal vehicle, and I haul something, and say they want to pull me over, they have the right to fine me whatever they want to fine me because I have a CDL. And I should be following CDL standards, even in my own personal shit.
Oh, interesting.
So, even though it's not DOT and doesn't have a DOT number and it's still a truck and a trailer. And you have a CDL. So, you're still under the commercial.
Even if you're hauling your own shit?
Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah.
Stupid.
So, you know what you really need to do? Well, I'm not saying what you need to do, but you
What you
almost
really need to do?
You almost just need to go get a DOT number. Every time you haul something, slap that fucking DOT number in your logo on the side of your truck.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Adios.
See ya.
Later, homie. Later, homie.
You could probably actually make a little bit of a profit off that.
Mm-hmm. 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 Mm-hmm.
Maybe.
Mm-hmm. Maybe.
Maybe.
I mean, heck, you look at all the retired people. They go with their own trucks, pick up campers, bring them to
Oh,
Lincoln.
They can't do that anymore.
They can't do that anymore.
Federal law
What?
is now trying to shut down your mom and pop shops or your mom and pop trucking companies. They're asking outrageous insurance rates, and so if you can't afford the insurance rate, you don't get no business.
That's just stupid. Dude, they all want the economic forum, bro. Dude, that's all they want. I want control. Control, control, control. They ain't gonna get it. You know what? They ain't gonna get it. Ain't no one gonna get my control. Hell nah. Jesus, bro. Jesus got me. He my Lord and Savior. You know, that's who got control over me. Jesus. Yo. You think I'm gonna hit you? Jesus be holding me back, bro. Jesus be holding me back. That's right. Jesus be holding me back. That's
Jesus
the
didn't
only.
hold you back. Jesus didn't hold me back.
Yeah, Jesus didn't hold you back because you still connected to the earthly things. Holy cow. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
so yeah, they're trying to take away a lot of that.
I can't believe they're doing that. I just can't believe that the government is honestly, if you look at the government and the way it's playing out, it is playing out more and more like the Bible every single day.
Oh, it is
And it's kind of
kind of creepy, but
mm-hmm.
it's reality.
But when Jesus come down, you know. Woo.
Is he gonna come down with like DMX playing in the background?
What? What?
Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah, that's some crazy thing is the government's trying to get their hands in.
Well, they're trying to tell us about a new disease coming that hasn't even started yet.
Oh, and
So let's see where that goes. I'm going to say March. March is when, because COVID was hit in March. And I'm just gonna say
oh,
March is the month.
oh, sweet. Do I have the new disease?
You might. It's disease X. It's supposed to wipe out humans more
Oh,
than COVID. Yeah. So, and then they put more chemicals in your food so you get sicker faster. So, that's always fun.
I'm gonna die.
And then they put pesticides in the ground that's giving earthworms seizures and polluting the seeds, even though the seeds is what cures cancer. Oh. Pa pa pa. FBI knocking? Oh.
We're coming to get us because
Because of me.
we just told them our whole secret. Well, we just moved up to #1 most wanted.
Hey, it's not the first time I've been on a watch list. Won't be the last.
I don't know how many watch lists I've been on, and I don't want to know. I'm still breathing. There's a good sign.
Yeah.
That's definitely a bonus. Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. I really had nothing planned for this money talk. I just had a few ideas, and I just went with them.
The other thing too is a new Chevy 3/4 ton Chevy Duramax
Yeah.
weighs 10,500 pounds, right?
Hmm.
So if you have a if you own a company vehicle and say you own a brand new Chevy 3/4 ton Duramax,
Mm.
so 10,001 pounds, it requires you to have a CDL. It requires you to have stickers and DOT tags and everything else, right?
Mm.
So if you have a company truck, you gotta keep stickers and logos and all that shit on there all the time because it's overweight. Or else they're gonna fine you if you're even if you're using it for your own personal stuff. So if you go haul a camper, your own personal shit,
Mm.
you gotta keep a logo on that. Even if you're just driving from home to work, you
Gotta
gotta keep
have a
this
logo on it. I have a sticker. Gotta have all this other stuff. Blah blah blah. That's what I think about it. Oh, you know what else I wanted to talk about?
What's that?
Electric vehicles. You know how you're like, oh, we'd have more opportunities. Well, right now is the more opportune time. Okay. Have you heard about the electric vehicles over the weekend?
I never said we'd have more opportunities with electric vehicles.
Better times to speak about it is what I'm saying.
Oh.
I was playing with words,
Oh.
bro. You gotta put two and two together, bro.
Me dumb.
But do you know what happened over the weekend, broski?
They all crashed. The whole grid crashed because
No.
it froze.
Not the whole grid.
Well.
But in Chicago, bro. They had 16 Tesla supercharging, which only takes about 45 minutes. Well, with how cold it was, only 4 of them were working, and they were taking 2 hours to charge. Now, there's a pile up of all the dead Teslas up around that place, And so, all people were mad. People were calling up car companies and be like, well, I need a gas car because I got to get to work today. So I'll trade you this model whatever for a gas vehicle. And so they would trade up and sign papers and everything and vroom, you know. So is it the death of electric vehicles?
Could be. I honestly said hybrids was the way to go.
Hybrids is the way to go.
I mean, if you want to go electric, hybrids is the way to go because you're using gas powered vehicles. It's being gas powered driven, and then it's electrically ran when you're at a stop sign. So you're conserving energy and money when you're at idle.
Mm.
When you start going and it's actually a lot of them now is it's like when you hit a certain speed it kicks out of the electric and kicks the
Yeah, when you're on the highway,
it's like five
gas,
it's like five
but when
to
you're in town,
yeah it's like 5 to 10 miles or something is or I don't know what it is but it kind of like has a certain
well, if it's 5 to 10 miles per hour, that's BS.
what
Just
well
did
it
five.
might have been like in the beginning when they first came out it might have been 5 to 10 but
Oh,
I don't know what it is now I just know it's a certain miles.
so yeah, there's
Once,
that. There's all that. There's that.
but yeah, it's crazy because I mean, could you only imagine trying to how many troubles we had just trying to start vehicles? And we had
Mhm.
gas vehicles. Could you only imagine trying to start a electric vehicle?
Yeah, yeah. My truck died,
My truck died too.
and now my 4-wheel drive don't work, man. Hopefully it thawed out in your garage.
Hopefully,
I'm hoping.
if not, it's either a wiring issue that something got up underneath there and broke the wiring, or it's the actual actuator.
Because when I switched it back to 2-wheel drive, it was switching just fine. It stayed in 4-wheel drive until I switched it to 2-wheel drive.
Yeah.
But then when I tried switching, could it happen because my brakes seized up at 8th Street this morning. Going down the hill, I was
No,
because they literally I couldn't push down
that'd be an
anymore.
ABS thing.
That's what I was thinking, but I didn't know.
The question is when was the last time that truck was really
Driven as much as what I what
driven as much, and how often was it really kicked into 4 wheel drive the last time?
probably not often.
Because I mean, even last year's I don't think we ever really drove it in 4 wheel drive because we didn't have to.
Oh, I drove it in 4-wheel drive on the icy stuff when I came back. Yeah,
But you know what I mean? It is.
because I wasn't used to driving. Because 6 months out of practice doesn't help road conditions when you come back and it's all icy,
Oh, icy,
all icy,
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 icy, icy, icy,
icy, icy,
icy, icy,
icy,
icy.
icy, up.
Oh, I cup.
Anyway. You have anything else?
No, do you have any final thoughts?
Not really.
What's the status of the bar?
What is the status of the bar? What is the status of the bar? Slowly but surely.
February 1st?
You
No.
wish.
That's what I told Duxis the other day in church.
You
I
wish.
said,
I don't know. I
I
honestly.
mean, that was a couple weeks ago. That was like the beginning of.
We were pushing for February, but then, well, this weather happened and our priorities shifted.
I
So yeah.
I told him that we were planning on January 1st, but that didn't happen, and so
We'll get there.
I said hopefully February 1st. I mean that was a couple weeks ago.
Slowly but surely, we'll get there. We're supposed to. I'm supposed to order floor this weekend, so
How much money have we raised?
Probably like 70,000, I think. I don't know.
So yeah, there's your update on Piners Inn.
Yeah. Super quick, super easy. This was just a real BS session. No planned thought into it. No planned thought. You know, you'd think as much as we had spent time inside, trapped inside, because it's negative degrees and snowing, you'd think we'd actually have something to talk about. But
I know.
I guess we just talked ourselves out of everything.
Oh, I was gonna say, thought of a shout out.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I thought of one.
Oh, yeah?
They're plumbing
There you go.
for figuring out that more likely the city screwed up. I realized I gave them a shout out a few weeks ago, but for pretty much the same thing. But they were actually able to get a couple pieces out of there and find more evidence to lead to our problems.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh.
It's been a little cold in our shop too.
Mm-hmm.
Our heaters really don't work. It somehow maintains at 48 degrees in there. Well, that's kind of nippy this time of year.
I mean, today was 20 degrees and it was almost t-shirt weather. Okay. I almost started stripping down, okay? I was about to go to the beach, okay? It was nice.
It was a noise.
It was nice.
Noise?
It was nice. It's nice.
So, yeah.
So, yeah. Huh. Excuse me.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
If anybody owns taxi services around the Fairbury Human area, I could really use your guys' numbers because I have a lot of people that are in dire need of vehicles this time of year.
A perfect opportunity to start working for freaking Uber.
Exactly.
Perfect opportunity to get that Fairbury into it, bro. We got your man that can get you to people, bro. You know,
Exactly. I didn't even
get
think
you
of
that
Uber.
business.
I was
No.
something.
Yeah, just
Because
go
I
with
know a
Uber.
lot of people that, as of right now, they keep asking me if I have donor cars or if I have loaners.
And I mean, there's people that just sit around and drive around all day. Like, bro, you should just be getting on Uber, getting paid, bro. That's what I'm saying. All you gotta do is pass the driver's test. I don't know what all you gotta do for Uber, but you gotta pass the driver's test. You gotta have a clean record. Other than that, you good to be a Uber driver, bro. So
Oh, the other shout out I just thought of, all your maintainers out there.
getting through the snow plows, snow piles, snow
So
hills.
I realized some of your guys' jobs weren't the greatest. I realized some of them took longer to get out than some counties, but for the most part, all the roads are cleared off and cleaned and
Ready
drivable. So good job to you guys. Oh, speaking of maintainers,
Uh
and speaking
oh.
of federal stuff, did you know that the government is now on your new maintainers? They are requiring it DEF, your diesel exhaust fluid, and DEF happens to freeze sometimes.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
And so when it freezes, you are down for the count until it thaws back out.
Def is the one that is allowed only at 15 degrees.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So yeah. Other than that, you got anything?
Nope, I got nothing, broski.
Right. Peace, love, and happiness.
It's peace, love, happiness, and unity. With
Rock
the
on and party, folks.
with the little like this. You gotta do. Oh, and follow us on Backyard BS Podcast. Backyard BS Podcast on Insta and Facey. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's been it was a BS sesh, a real BS sesh. Quick, simple, short. You know, we're gonna get there sometime. We're gonna make something. We're gonna make something beautiful out of this sometime. We're gonna get there.
Eventually. Well, eventually.
Slowly but surely.
This is a demo season.
Mm-hmm.
This is a demo run.
Yeah.
We will go through and look at all these videos and edit them and figure out how to make them better.
We'll break us. We'll break us down. We'll break ourselves down.
Break us down. Break us down. Team on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Team gay. Oh.
Wait, what?
Huh?
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 You're gay?
Huh?
You the hoe?
Yeah. I'm the plug. Wait, what? Anyway, yeah. So, yeah, later, Holmes.
Rock on.